What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, we got a good one today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a nice little look at OmniShoutmon X-Antibody. And this is one that could be really, really fun. Shout out to the lovely folks at Ensan Gaming and the lovely folks at DigimonCard.dev for providing the translations. So what we've got here is a level 5, 8 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 8,000 power. The good news is that if you evolve it from OmniShoutmon, you don't have to pay free memory. You can instead, if you prefer, if this is what you'd rather do it for 0. Which I'm pretty sure is a better option, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. You can Digivolve it from OmniShoutmon without actually paying anything. Now, at this stage, of course, we need to ask, well, hang on a second, what's he have? We had an OmniShoutmon, and the answer is yes, we have. We had it in BT5, and not only do we have it in BT5, but it's also got an inheritable skill. And obviously, if you're Digivolving a level 5 into a level 5, I like paying no memory. I like drawing a card when I Digivolve, as I always do. Everybody does. That's kind of the point. But I like that I get an inheritable skill coming in here as well. If this Digimon has Advance, it gains Security Attack +1. And the fact that I'm not instantly dismissing it out of hand, come on. You know that this new one's got Advance, which means that we are going to be getting Security Attack +1, which is clearly brilliant. Speaking of which, yeah, OmniShoutmon X-Antibody is, it's got Advance, or Blitz, or call it what you will. My point is that when you Digivolve, you get to attack, even if it would put the turnover to your opponent. Now, this is a little bit of a weird one, of course, because generally speaking, the best way to do it, I know it's not always possible, but as I've just shown you, the best way to do it is to Digivolve from an OmniShoutmon. So you get your Security Attack +1, but the whole point of Blitz is that you would put the turnover to your opponent, but you don't turn it over to your opponent, you get to have an attack before you actually do so. But if you're Digivolving for 0 memory, there is absolutely no way you can possibly pass a turn over to your opponent because you haven't paid any memories, you can't have shifted the memory gauge. But this does mean a couple of things. Firstly, it means when you Digivolve from OmniShoutmon, because you've got Advance, you do get the extra security attack, or Blitz it actually is in English. That's it, definitely Blitz. I've looked at the English scan of OmniShoutmon, it's Blitz. It's hard to remember when you're covering English and Japanese cards. It's very difficult sometimes. But you do get that extra security attack, which is great. Or you can Digivolve it normally and you can have 0 memory or 1 memory or 2 memory, and you Digivolve and you should pass it over to your opponent, but you don't because of the whole Blitz thing. Or you do, but not until you've had an attack. So that seems pretty gosh darn good. And then on your turn, while this Digimon has OmniShoutmon or X-Antibody in its Digivolution cards, this Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Now, a word of warning here, like we said in the previous video, this means the option card X-Antibody. It doesn't mean a Digimon that has X-Antibody in its type or anything like that. It literally means the option card X-Antibody, which is the one whereby you can just play it for 0 cost to the bottom of one of your Digimon stacks, as long as it doesn't already have X-Antibody. And then when you're attacking, you can Digivolve it into a Digimon in your hand with X-Antibody in its trait, paying the Digivolution cost. So it's a 0 cost card you can pop under there. So either you can Digivolve it from OmniShoutmon, which we've already said is something we definitely want to be doing, or you can have X-Antibody under there, and then you can attack unsuspended Digimon. But this is a little bit weird to me, because it seems to be at odds with itself. Because I want to Digivolve from OmniShoutmon to get Security Attack +1. That's what I want to do. But in order to take advantage of the Security Attack +1, I need to be attacking the stack, not other Digimon. And sure, if I attack other Digimon and I've got Piercing, then I will go through that Digimon and get to attack the stack, but I'm not going to have Piercing here generally, so yeah. Cool. Worth pointing out that the Shoutmon from BT5 will give you an extra 2,000 power because you've got Blitz, which is actually pretty cool. Or Shoutmon, when you are attacking, this is one from BT6, will let you draw a card, which is pretty gosh darn cool. So there are other options to give you nice inheritable skills if that's the kind of thing that you are into. So you've got Blitz, but you're generally going to be trying to evolve for 0 memory, so it doesn't matter. And you can attack Unsuspended Digimon, but if you've got Security Attack +1, you're going to be wanting to attack the stack anyway. There are a couple parts of this that do seem to be at odds with itself, but I prefer to think of it as it gives you a whole bunch of options. Either you can just Digivolve for 0 cost and get Security Attack +1, or you can Digivolve up and still get an attack off, and hey, that attack could be against an Unsuspended Digimon, and actually both of those are really good. Being able to attack and have Security Attack +1 is good. Being able to evolve and it should pass your opponent, but first you get to attack and actually you get to go after an Unsuspended Digimon, that is also good. Both of these are good things. Incidentally, I really like getting the extra power here from Shoutmon, because if I'm attacking a stat with Security Attack +1, I really want to survive at least the first hit. Last thing I want to do is get Security Attack +1 and then end up in an awkward situation where I attack the stack and then get deleted and I don't get my extra security attack. So getting an extra 2,000 puts you from 8 till 10. Putting you from 8 to 10 means that instead of being deleted by slightly bulkier level 5s in the security, you will only be deleted by 6s and 7s. Or I suppose ridiculous level 5s. So that's kind of cool. I like it. Quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, this seems really cool. But we've also got a new option card as well, Flare Rock Damashi here. And what we've got is a free cost option card, so not terribly expensive, that lets you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 power or lower. Then you may evolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon with Shoutmon in its name in your hand by paying its evolution cost. Which is weird and cheating, quite frankly. As a side note, as a security, it deletes one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 power or lower, but it doesn't do the other thing. And this is weird to me, ladies and gentlemen. The way they are phrasing this is very, very weird. But essentially, what we've got here is you can turn any Digimon into a Shoutmon by paying its evolution cost on top of paying for the free cost option card here. But remember, if you've got Blitz so that you can go and be attacking straight away, it doesn't really matter how much memory you've paid because you put it over to your opponent, but that's fine because you still get to have an attack coming off first. Feels like this can cheat you quite nicely. And I like this, quite frankly. If you're playing a Shoutmon deck, this seems like something that could be an awful lot of fun. And while we're here, we might as well have a little bit of a chat about Monochromon here. It doesn't really fit into this video properly, but it is a red Digimon that was revealed a little while ago. We haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, so maybe we can have a little bit of a chance to talk about it now. And what we've got from Monochromon is a dual color black and red Digimon. It is both black and red. It can evolve from either black or red. So you're good in that regard, although we're thinking here more along the red lines because they need more blockers, frankly. Red needs more blockers. And what we've got here is 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 6,000 power. Incidentally, that play cost and power are quite high for a level 4. The Digivolution cost isn't, so that might be something to bear in mind here. And essentially, you are a blocker, but when you attack, you lose free memory. Which is kind of cool. We can put it side by side with the Monochromon from BT5, which is a blocker, but when you attack, you lose 2 memory. So you do lose an extra memory here, but you've got an extra 1,000 power, and you're 1 less to play normally. Although you are 1 more to Digivolve, Monochromon from BT5 being a 1 cost to Digivolve blocker is really good. And as much as I like the extra power, and as much as I like the 5 cost to play, and I really do, I'm sorry, if you're giving me a 1 cost to Digivolve, I'm choosing that one. I'd rather have the Monochromon from BT5. The thing is, you can have both of them here, and that would be really cool. And it's not exactly like red is absolutely tripping blockers here. Red just does not have many blockers. Most colours don't. You know, the other level 4 we've got is Caudramon here. And this is basically one, you know, we got the same, I think we got exactly the same stats as Caudramon here. 5, 6, 2. except you are dual colour. Although Digimon again loses 2 memory when attacking, this loses 3. So losing a 3rd memory when you attack is harsh, but just don't attack with it, alright? This is not a Digimon with which you should be attacking. Generally speaking, it's an extra blocker. In black, I don't think we really need it. In red, yeah, it's not bad. We've now got 3 level 4 blockers in red. Yeah. Okay, it's not perfect, right? But it's the best we've got. And I don't mind it. And it gives extra blockers, and that's quite nice. Doesn't really fit with the OmniShoutmon X-Antibody, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We needed to mention it. Needed to talk about it. Might as well pop it in this video. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of these cards, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far, the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching WasiPlays.